just don't be shit. If you've been following what I've been saying about estate agency for the last 5 to 10 years, you will know that I am the biggest fan of what estate agents do. I am the biggest fan of what you do for a living, because no one who's never been an agent appreciates the importance of estate agency, the value of good estate agency, and how much of a difference it can have on people's lives than me. I promise you, there's no one else. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you put up with the shit that you get from the public. But here comes the but. It is a verifiable, provable fact that most estate agents, more than half of you, are guilty of delivering unnecessarily poor experiences to your customers. And I think most of you are in denial about that fact. You focus on the good results that you get for some of your clients, and you go, yes, I'm a great agent. And you just sweep the other ones under the carpet. I don't judge. I am not judging you, okay? I cannot, nobody can judge anyone if they've never done their job, simple as that. But I have worked alongside and with so many agents in the last 20-something years. And I have seen what great estate agency looks like up close and personal. And I'm telling you, anyone can do it. If you just decide to do it, anyone can do it. If you haven't seen any of my Daily Dose of Charlie's, those are short clips with where I share the best tips and tricks of the agents I've worked with over the years. I get that when your job is difficult and perhaps you've got a shitty boss who treats you badly, so you hate your job. I get that being good or great at your job in those circumstances is difficult. Difficult is worth it. Nothing that comes easy is worth having. And when I say difficult is worth it, what I mean is it is worth your time striving to be the best you're capable of, right? There's no point trying to be better than you're capable of, but everyone, no matter what their job, if they're not trying to do the best they're capable of, you're going to hate your life and yourself. I'm sorry. There's an enormous debate around mental health, okay? And one of the contributing factors to poor mental health, I am convinced, this is just my opinion, is people who show up to work and who knowingly do less than the best they're capable of. The minimum they need to not be fired. And I've seen it happen, and it happens a lot. If that's you, I don't judge you for it, but I'm telling you that will contribute to you feeling worse and worse about yourself and your life. And if you hate where you work, I urge you to do one of two things. Either find somewhere else to work where you'll be treated better, where it's a more conducive working environment, where you'll feel better. In other words, move. Get out of the job you're in now to another, in the same company, in a different company, different boss, whatever. Find a way to change your circumstances, because no one else will change them for you. The other of the two things you can do, which is what I recommend to anyone anyway, whoever you work for, no matter how good or bad they are, is a simple commitment without going to extreme lengths, because that's exhausting and unsustainable, right? But within your capacity, strive to be the best you're capable of. What does that mean? It means every time you're on the phone, did you really give the person on the other end of the phone your best? Whether it's a customer or a supplier, whether it's a client or an applicant, did that person come off the phone thinking, oh, that was a breath of fresh air, that was a nice person to talk to? Or did you offload some of how shit you're feeling onto that person on the phone? We all do it, no judgment. Being the best you're capable of being just means not letting whatever's getting you down affect your professionalism and the service you're giving your customers. As an employer myself, I've been in situations where you have some staff who are actually very good at their job, but somehow they're still bringing the office down, the team down, or everyone else. you need to confront that person about it. In my experience, whatever's causing them to be like that isn't something that as an employer you can fix. Unless they decide to fix it, they've just got to go. We all know that most movers, especially applicants and to a certain extent sellers, clients as well, they don't understand how important what estate agents do is. And they never will. That's not going to change, right? It's just not going to change. So you've kind of got to treat your clients like you treat your kids. And I don't mean treat them like children. I mean, when they behave badly, you're still a good parent, right? When your clients behave badly, rise above it. They're paying you, you can still deliver a good service. If you decide to accept a client's instruction, accept the commitment to giving them good service, or fire them as a client, that's totally acceptable, right? If a client is being such a pain in the arse and so rude and treating you so badly that you just say to them, look, I'm really sorry, we can't sell your house, we don't want to sell your house, you need to find another agent. Now 9 times out of 10, what that will do is that will snap the client out of their shitty behaviour and make them behave, and as often as not, you'll get an apology as well. You'll get a, oh God, I'm really sorry, yeah, you're right, I was behaving, I'm so sorry, please don't fire me as a client, I'll behave now. The purpose of this video is to let everybody know that I'm about to begin a campaign, a very intensive awareness campaign on my Moving Home with Charlie YouTube channel, which is consumer facing. On that channel, on that website, on the Moving Home with Charlie social media. And the campaign's theme is how to avoid shit estate agents. Okay, heads up, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be looking to get interviewed, and I'm going to be looking for any press coverage I can get. And I'm going to be saying to everybody that moves house, I'm going to be saying the following. In your town or in your postcode, there are a few agents who aren't shit. And I'm going to be telling them how to find them, which is using BestAgent, right? The find your agent function on BestAgent is how they're going to find them. And I'll do another video that describes in detail exactly how that works, okay? So the reason for my awareness campaign is to start to get home sellers to use BestAgent to find an agent that isn't shit. This is a heads up for agents for how to avoid being a shit agent. Deliberately overvalue, and by that, let me be very clear what I mean. If you deliberately overvalue, in other words, if you look a client in the eye and say, I can get this price for your house, when you know you can't, that is class A shit estate agency. Now, I'm not talking about when you say to a client, look, we can try and get you that price. I'm not confident we can achieve it. We can list it at that price, but we'll probably have to drop it. That's okay. You're being honest. I'm talking about where you use a valuation that you say you can get as the reason that they instruct you. Sorry, there's no other word for it. It's just shit. It's avoidable, it's unnecessary, and it's knowingly subjecting your clients to a disappointing outcome. There's no other word for it. It's just shit. Let me give you another of my favorite examples of what I think is shit estate agency, right? Automated valuation tools on your website. Now, why is that shit? Because it doesn't give them a fucking valuation. That's why. It is a trick to get them to give you their contact details. As an industry, we're deploying tactics like that to get leads. I'm sorry. Be better. Heads up, I'm running a campaign called How to Avoid Shit Estate Agents. So don't be a shit estate agent. What do I mean by that? Don't be knowingly and avoidably crap. Don't do things that you know are misleading your customers. Don't say you're going to do something unless you're going to do it. Don't promise someone a result you're not going to get. Even if you're working in a crap company with a crap boss, you can make sure that the people you come into contact with get a good experience, whether it's by email or phone call or a viewing, whatever. Just be good. If you disagree with me, tell me in the comments below. I'll have this debate with anyone who wants it. Because I'm on a campaign to end shit estate agency. So here endeth this rant. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to this YouTube channel so you get the daily doses of Charlie, because they will help you be less shit. And they'll help you be better in your job and get better results and be happier and make your customers happier. So it's a win-win for everybody. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Don't throw your chewing gum out of the window in the countryside, girls and boys, or anywhere really, but especially on the countryside, because birds eat it thinking it's food and it can kill them. So put it in your rubbish. Handy tip for the